Hey everyone, so I am filming this video for the second time. I'm a little sick too. I filmed this whole entire thing and realized that there was no sound. So yay, I'm filming again. This video is going to be a combo between sort of explaining what's going on with this room. I am so excited. I cannot believe that, I just can't believe that it came together like it did this weekend. It's a long way from being completely done, so I'm not going to share everything. This side that you can't see is really the most like functional. I've got this like big BA desk, and I actually have a new vanity area. So much more storage, so much more practical, so much more useful, and I feel so like motivated and happy about coming in here and filming and working and doing what I need to do and not feel like everything's all over the house. Used to, I would like film a video and then I would have, I would take my camera downstairs to like import the video, and then half the time when I would come up here to film, I wouldn't have my camera. So it's really nice. It's exciting that now everything is going to be like all in one place. I've got this room that is functional that I can work from, which to me, I've always said, like, I think it's silly, like, I don't want this to feel like a set or anything fake. You know, I film from rooms that I actually use, like a closet or this or that. But when we moved in here, I feel like I completely thought I was doing that, but it kind of ended up not being like that. I've explained this before, but briefly, like, we have a big closet already in our bedroom, and Brad was using it by himself, and I thought, oh, I'll just have this giant closet to film from when we moved in. And it, although it was spread out over a larger space, I actually have more hanging space and more space for things in that room. So our lighting came last week. We haven't hung them up yet, but I'm excited because that is really like, it's beautiful. It's like really pretty in there, and it's so much more handy. I always say, like, when I get so excited about doing like home decor things and blog posts about that and stuff like that, because it's something I really care about, and it's something that's like, I think that's like such a personal thing, but I think it just feels so good to have rooms and to have your home feel good and work good for you. And all the places that we've lived in the past, I've sort of learned a lesson that sometimes it's better to give it some time before you jump into decorating something or making something a certain way. Sort of you have to feel it out, how you use it, That's why we haven't like done anything huge to our kitchen or any bathrooms, because it's like you kind of have to feel them out and figure out how you're going to use them and not rush into things. And this room could be so useful, and it is now, but it could have been so useful from the beginning. I loved the closet and everything, but it was just sort of not useful, and I didn't have like a dedicated space for this. I do have a little office area in our like front living room, sort of like a formal living room area. I always say it's kind of like my office, but really that's like our home office. Brad and I sit down there and do different things, like organize like home stuff or bills or things that we, tax stuff or this or that, or like home stuff. Everyone kind of needs a spot like that in their home for their home stuff. Not necessarily like this kind of stuff that I do. So I am so excited about this. This is so perfect. Everything makes so much more sense. I'm gonna have an area to like take photos of products, which I'm the worst at that in the world because I don't have a place to do that, and everything ends up spread out all over the place. Products are on the kitchen counter for weeks, and I just never get around to doing them. So maybe this will work out for us. It'll work out for us all, so I'm excited. In the back, I sort of decorated that and made it pretty, but that thing is so cool. Like, there's so much storage in there. Can't even tell you. I've got my closet that's in this room full of cool things that I can, my IKEA things for organizing, my makeup that I'm not using, and things for products that I need to take photos of. I'm gonna have an area for like a little light thing that I can take photos in. I'm gonna get better about doing all of these things, and I'm excited. So I'm just so thrilled to share with you guys this. It's not completely done yet. I do have one more like lighting thing that's coming today too that I thought I would have for this video, but alas, I did not. So it's gonna be nice because I'm gonna be able to film like with that in the background or this in the background or that. I'm gonna be able to do different things sort of from all over the room. So if that works out, if it actually works and it's good. So I'm excited. Everything's coming together. we need to get into the favorites for this month. The Dry Bar Triple Sec. First of all, product that I bought in a recent haul that I told you guys I would talk about, like give sort of a quick yay or nay in this video, and it is a definite yay. It works really, really great, and it has fast become a favorite this month. It says it's a 3-in-1 product, texturizes, amplifies, and refreshes. So it doesn't say it's a dry shampoo, but it does say it absorbs oils, it gives a ton of body and fullness, creates tousled and sexy texture. Who doesn't want all of those things? It's really, really a good product. I think that it's better than a dry shampoo because it does not give you that matted sort of real thick feeling like their detox dry shampoo does. It is a very heavy duty dry shampoo, like crazy. My hair is sort of like, this keeps creeping down. My hair is sort of like really, it has a slip to it. So if I wash it and dry it and then go to curl it, sometimes it's a little too clean and I need just a little bit of texture without putting something in it that's gonna make it feel dirty. And that's what this does. Now the very first thing, it says shake extremely well in all caps. And I think the reason why this doesn't get great reviews sometimes is because people don't do that. Sometimes people are like, it does nothing. And it really, really does something and does everything it says it does if you just shake it. So this is how much you have to shake it to get it like, that's, I mean, you know, that's extremely well to me. And that's what makes it work. You can't just grab it out of your cabinet and be like, and then do it, you know. You have to really shake it, not a long time, but just, you know, a couple seconds. So a product that I would definitely recommend. This is a product that I've had for a very long time. It was a gift from a friend, and it is the Deborah Lippmann Soul Mission Grapefruit Cosmeceutical Foot Scrub with Antioxidants. This is awesome and something that I really have not discovered how much I like until lately because I was using it just as a foot scrub. And a foot scrub is not one of those things that I use super regularly. When I used it, I loved it. But now I have discovered that it makes the most perfect hand scrub, like when you're giving yourself a manicure. When you know, push your cuticles back, maybe use a cuticle remover or something. You can use this. Like I always like to, sometimes I'll just use a sugar and olive oil at my sink in the kitchen and make a little scrub and get my excess cuticles off. It makes my hands feel soft. This does that and works beautifully. You don't need much. This will last you a while. I love it. It smells so good. It does smell like grapefruit, like a fresh grapefruit, but just a really great product, and I would say something definitely worth picking up if you want something a little fancy or a little, you know, so like it's a good pampering product, but it actually works. It's really, really useful. It's really pretty, I think, sitting like on your counter. It's just one of those like pretty luxury products that actually works. I added a new mascara to the rotation this month, which is very rare for me because you know I have a handful that I like, and usually I don't have a lot open at the same time. I like to just have like 1 or 2 open, but this was a sample and it's the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I tried this when it came out and I was not crazy about it, I remember, but I used this little sample and I totally fell in love with it. Thankfully Too Faced sent me a big package last week, and it had a full-sized one in it, and it was actually on my list to buy a new one, so that worked out perfect. So I'm so excited about that because this one, I think today was the last day I can use it because it was just, it's a little sample. It didn't last too terribly long, but I had to work with it a lot today to actually get all the product out. So I think this is toast. It's going to go in my little empties, but I will show you what the brush looks like. You can see it's pretty, it's a little dried out, but it's just, you know, one of those sort of hourglass shaped brushes, and it's pretty, and it works. Oh look, I have a unibrow. It works really, really well. I like the shape of it. I feel like it kind of really hugs the contour of your I feel like it's not a gimmicky shaped brush. I feel like it, like I said, it hugs the contour of your lash line. So really cool. And I like it because it's sort of wispy, it doesn't clump, but it provides volume and it is super, super buildable. So definitely, definitely recommended. In the fall and winter, I like to go for honestly a little bit of a brighter cheek. And that might be opposite of what you would think, but I'm just totally, I'm like that. I think that looks good in the fall and the winter and the cooler months. I think it's pretty to sort of have like a pretty like glowy cheek. Not like hot pink or anything, but sort of a natural pretty glow. And this, I'd say if there's one product I would recommend this month, this is just something that would work for everyone, and it is the Chanel Powder Blush in Malice. It is a beautiful sort of pinky coral, and it's dark enough and pigmented enough to where it would look gorgeous, like insanely gorgeous on dark skin. But it works great for fair skin too. You just may have to be a little more careful with it. Like, I have to be a little careful with this stuff because it can look really, really overboard, but it is the most beautiful color. It just really looks like a natural, like, flush on your cheeks. And it's just so beautiful. I love the smell of these. Chanel blushes are expensive. However, that color is one, like you saw, was very pigmented. You don't need a whole lot, so it's not going to wear down really quickly. You're not gonna like blow through it super fast, is what I'm saying. So I think it is worth it. A couple of liners. I am not a huge eyeliner person on the inner rim or products that say that, like a brightener. I find a lot of times if I use a product that's a little fleshy, it looks a little fleshy. And I find a lot of times if I use a white, it looks a little cakey and fake. These are so nice, and when I got them, I sat them out because I thought they were pretty colors, but I didn't really dive into them or get super excited about them because, like I said, I am not a huge fan of lining that part of my eye anyways, even with dark products. But like brightening products aren't usually my absolute favorite. So I guess this one is my absolute favorite. The Final Touch Inner Rim Brightener by Sigma. It's perfect. It is I'll show you both of them side by side. That's the Final Touch, and it's more of like a pink, a beautiful like light natural pink color that's brightening, and then the Unclouded, which is a white. And what is super cool about these is that they're not cakey, they're not crazy looking. So you can see the pink is right there and the white is right there. This pink color, the Final Touch, it is really like a final, like I use it every time I do my makeup lately because I feel like if I don't wear it, I kind of miss it. But it looks natural. It's the same tone and color as my inner rim of my eye anyways, but it just makes it look brighter. It makes it look prettier, and it's a thin, sort of not cakey consistency, so it doesn't clump up and look like you've painted a fake product on. You know what I'm saying? Really, really nice. It won't give you, I guess what I'm saying, it won't give you like crazy eyes, you know? Like sometimes I feel like if I use white, it gives me like crazy, crazy eyes. Like for using kind of like here, and which is what I like to use this one for too. Or on your inner rim that wasn't like a cakey white, and that's just my favorite types to use. They really last a long time. So either one of these, if you are a fan of doing that, or if you have done that in the past like me and think it looks fake and kind of gross, and like you've got, like maybe you've got like some crust or like disgustingness, try these. These are so, so good. They're like silky and smooth, especially the Final Touch. I would say this would work on everyone. I started using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural powder, setting powder, recently, and holy goodness, like it just makes the biggest difference. Especially for me now, I've got some skin issues since I've been pregnant. It's been a lot better lately, but oh my gosh, like this is so, so great. And it's just nice to like, it's just great. Like I don't pile it on, I just sort of, you know, put it where I need it. My makeup looks better throughout the day. It doesn't look powdered. It looks just like your foundation. Like it doesn't take the finish away from your foundation. It's just natural. Like, I mean, it says natural. It is so, so natural, but it gives you a little bit of color too if you just wanted to wear it on its own. I used to do that a lot in the past when I didn't have skin issues or anything. I would just use this on its own instead of using a foundation. And then the brush is pretty key too. I use the F25, and it's just the best powder brush ever. It's the perfect shape for like, you know, blotting around if you're just touching up or just applying it in general. It's just the best. And in this I wear shade Light Plus or the medium shade if I have a bit more color, which I do not right now. And I've kind of been liking that. I feel like it's made my skin looks bright and pretty, and I just haven't wanted a tan, which is weird because I used to like live for tanning and stuff, which I guess is good. The Bare Minerals 5-in-1 BB Advanced Performance Cream Eyeshadow SPF 15. This is like Painterly Paint Pot, the effect, but so much better. It actually is crease proof. It makes your eye color or your eyeshadows go on like silk. Like they just blend so much nicer when I use this first. They don't crease. It's just beautiful on its own too. So if you've tried these, it's really hard to explain how they blend over your eye. It's almost like a primer on your skin that's sort of like silicone-y, but a little drier. But it just blends in like so easy. You don't have to work with it. It's not cakey, it's not sticky, it doesn't drag around. And like I said, your eyeshadow goes over it so pretty. And I guess the shade would be important because they come in a ton of different shades. But the most, I tested all of them, and to me, the most perfect shade if you want sort of a painterly-esque one, I would say get the soft linen. But what is nice is that if you have darker skin tones, or you want one that's a little more pink or whatever, this is, I would say, not yellowy or not pink. It's just really a natural, nice, just perfect tone. That's probably the lighting that's here. Well, there goes Waylon. That's probably that lighting thing that's here. Oh my god, it sounded like he fell down the stairs. Hold on. Waylon is like Mr. Watchdog, but it's funny because he knows FedEx and he knows UPS. He watches the trucks when they come. I think he was in one of the other rooms and he was looking out. He's so used to that. And like he's telling me, he's like, there's something, he came in here and was like there's something on the porch. But it's just funny because he doesn't bark at them, but like if someone rings the doorbell and they're standing on the porch and he knows then he flips out. It's so funny. We have to like put him away when the pizza guy comes or... Okay, anyways, back to this. This is good. Try it out. It's something you can use every day, and it's just a great primer and gives you color and pretty coverage as well. Actually makes your colors blend on so much nicer too. Few months back, I did a video on my Z palette, my NARS Z palette. Showed you how I depotted them with floss. I even did a follow-up video and like gave you all the colors that I have. I showed you all the colors that I have. This has been something that I have enjoyed so much. I just wanted to do sort of a follow-up, and really it made my favorites because I have been using it so much this month. Before, you know, NARS palettes or NARS duos or singles, you can't see what's in them. And a lot of times I want to mix different ones or use like lighter ones with the darker ones, or, you know, and it's hard to like, you have to memorize all the names and you have to know what they are, and then you have to set them all out. This is so useful, truly not a gimmicky thing, because I know sometimes we get palettes or we put everything to make it look pretty, or this is actually super useful. And because I depot them with floss and I don't warp the original containers or damage those or burn a hole through them or anything, I kept all of those so that when I travel, or if I just wanted to put one type in there, I could even mix and match colors if I wanted, then I could do that and take that with me rather than lugging all of this with me. So I can't wait to show you guys this. I have so much freaking storage. Like, I don't have any makeup sitting on the counter, which I hate. I don't like that whole... I'm so excited. I cannot wait to show you guys what I got. I'll do that soon. Speaking of fall makeup, I know I mentioned the blush and stuff. In the fall, I like to go a little more brown with my lips, and you know, that whole trend of the 90s makeup, I did a 90s makeup tutorial recently too. You know, that's big right now, all the brown lipstick and stuff, but in the past, if y'all have watched me for a while, you know, like a lot of my go-to favorite lipsticks, like the L'Oreal Timeless Tawny, which they don't have anymore, the MAC Sweet Ever After, which I haven't been able to find online. I don't know if that's been discontinued too. Why does all the good stuff get discontinued? And then in the past, when I think of some of the first shades that I really liked, they were all like more brown in tone, probably because that was the 90s. But this color really surprised me. It is the Urban Decay Revolution lipstick in Naked 2, and I love this Revolution lipstick. I really want more colors. I only have two. I have the Native, which is a perfect pink, and then I have this one. And this one is more of like a pretty brown nude. And when I first got it, it scared me a little. It was pretty, but then I thought, I don't know, it's a little brown, you know. The more I wear it, the more I fall more in love with it every time I wear it. I really think that this is one of those nudes that isn't gonna wash out a lot of people. It's something that you'll be able to truly wear, like, and not feel washed out. Because it's not a light nude. It's not dark by any means, it's just beautiful. And it's perfect for fall. I just love it. I just don't know really what else to say about it other than that it is really good. Another little follow-up is this Tony Moly lip balm in Honey. It's great. It's so great. I love it so much. It is the most perfect lip balm of all time, and I can confidently say that. Have I tried all the lip balms? No, but I really like this. I know I'm being like silly about it, but it is really good stuff. I think that's it. What happened was when I was filming earlier, I had everything set out, you know, and I took the little picture of this stuff. I did it all, and then of course I realized that I didn't have any sound. Rookie move, rookie mistake. And then I put it all up. And so now I'm trying to remember everything that I talked about. I think that was it. So hopefully there's nothing like in the little picture that I didn't talk about, but I think that was everything. So I hope that you guys have had a wonderful month. I will definitely keep you updated on this room as it, well, you'll see as things change. I want to maybe get some little things for the walls, and it's just something that I'm so excited about. And as it changes and comes together, I will of course share that with you all. I cannot wait to show you this that you cannot see. It's awesome. So yeah, I hope that you guys have had a good one, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.